Hi, guys, or welcome back to another episode of the Champ and Alfonso doing Zappa. We're going to do some Zappa today. So, wish us luck. We both know a little about Zappa now. Alfonso is much more adept at, is that the right word? Adept? Anyway, he
Mm,
knows his Zappa a little more than me. So, we'll start digging into it. I think he already told me earlier that he doesn't know this one.
no,
Ruben
no, that is a
and
new
the
one to me.
Ruben and the
When
Jets.
was that an early one? Like,
I
is
don't
that a
think it was
George?
terribly early.
Is George Duke on there?
Mothers of Invention, Rick Helms, Frank Zappa, Roy Estrada, Jimmy Carl Black, Arthur Tripp, Ian Underwood, Don Preston. So that's fairly early because
Oh,
uh, no, I don't think that's right. Present day Pancho refuses to die. Ruben Sands, June 1955. That's not the date.
hmm.
I'm
So,
bizarre. I'm bizarre. Um, but yeah, we can figure this is late 60s. Um,
so yeah, that's not one that I'm. The one I kind of begin at apostrophe. Well, that's a good.
Fun interior there.
Oh,
Um,
that's a good one. Yeah,
yeah.
I
So
can see that. I gotta hear that.
he had lots of incarnations, right? He tried to do different um, like he had Mothers of Invention, right? You have the mothers, and then you also had Frank Zappa, and then Frank Zappa did some classical records. And here's an early one,
Yeah, there's one, but I didn't realize
Purple
that.
East, June 1971. This was, I remember we listened to this one at Jeff Brown's, and
Oh, really? Yeah,
yeah,
and
he
that's
had
that's
it, and
when you were,
he thought he had a bootleg. It's a bootleg,
yeah, and you were really hungry at the time because I
and
see somebody.
it looks like a bootleg. Yeah, no, that really makes it look like a bootleg, but
Uh,
but uh,
so
it wasn't. It was something he put out,
yeah, so
and
who's on that one?
you got Mark Volman, Howard Kalin. I think those guys were from was it Vanilla Fudge? I feel like they might can. Ansley Dunbar, Bob Harris, Don Preston.
Don Preston. Okay.
Um, but this, of course, has the song "The Mud Shark" on it, and I don't know. Do they call it the Mud Shark? Yeah, they do. They call it the Mud Shark.
Okay.
So that's the story of where they're here at the Edgewater Hotel here on the waterfront,
Oh, really?
and
Just
it
like the
was
Beatles, huh?
well. They were with Led Zeppelin on tour. Vanilla Fudge was. So this Mark Volman and Howard Kalin, which I think that's what the band was, um, but I could be wrong. The more I
Hmm.
think about it, the more I feel I am wrong. I have a way of convincing myself of my ignorance. Um, but
Well, you're probably right.
but they they had the story, and they told Frank the story that well, Led Zeppelin had stayed at the Edgewater, and they had some groupie in their room, and they caught this some kind of little fish off the out the window,
Yeah.
and they used the fish in some sort of sexual manner with this
Oh,
groupie. So uh,
okay.
therefore, the legend of the mud shark was conceived. Um,
Okay. Well, that
but
sounds like an apocryphal legend. I,
so
because
anyway,
I
that
can't. Hmm.
what?
No, I just that sounds like a good story, but
Oh yeah.
I'd like to see the video.
Uh-huh. Well, there we go. I don't know if I want to see that video.
Mm.
No, please. Uh, so here we go. This is kind of going all over the place, folks. This isn't going to,
Okay.
I'm not just
All
going right
right.
from the beginning to the end. So this one's got Tom Fowler, Bruce Fowler, Ralph Humphrey, Sal Marquez, and of course I'm probably messing all his name. Frank's on here. Oh, that's good. Ruth Underwood, She was the vibraphonist,
Yeah,
marimba.
she was always she's probably the one person that's been with her with him the longest, it seems like.
Hmm.
He always had a marimba thing for marimbas
Yeah, I
or
think of St. Alfonso's pancake breakfast and the
yeah.
xylophone stuff going on in
Yeah,
that,
that's who I was named after. Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
and George Duke
George
and
Duke, yeah. Jean-Luc Ponty.
Jean-Luc Ponty. Yes, Jean-Luc
Okay.
Ponty's on this one,
Uh,
and it's got Zombie Woof, Dirty Love, uh, Dynamo Hum.
oh, that's a
Mhm.
good one.
Yes, yes. Montana, where you need to go
No,
raise a crop of
I
jungle
didn't realize
flowers.
that was Montana was that old of a song.
Oh yeah, oh yeah. Camarillo Brillo and I'm the Slime.
Yeah,
Uh,
that's a good album.
yeah. So
Wait,
this is Overnight Sensation, right? Or did I got that right? Yeah, Overnight Sensation.
yeah.
So that's a good one to if you're first exploring Zappa. This might be a good one to start with, just to see if
Well,
it means something to you.
well, the first one I got introduced to was the Apostrophe album, but
Yeah,
uh
I don't see that right here, so we'll get
okay.
to it. We'll get to it.
Okay. All right.
But here's something prior to that one. This is the mother's invention, burnt weenie sandwich.
Oh yeah, I see it's also in stereo.
God, this is a
That's
tasty little
nice.
sucker, is what he's saying on the back. Mm.
Eating a burnt weenie sandwich? What's it say? I
Must
can't.
be, yeah. He says this is a tasty little sucker. So and then
Must have come
we've
from
got
the utility re muffin research factory. Okay, that's good. That's a good shot.
let's
Go on
see.
there, yeah. Burnt weenie
Yeah,
sandwich.
Iger's Boogie, Phase One, Overture to a Holiday in Berlin, theme from Burnt Weenie Sandwich, Iger's Boogie Phase Two, Holiday in Berlin, full blown. Um, Side two, Little House I Used to Live in, and two, Valerie. Now, with his earlier stuff, which I consider this is part of it, I didn't get into it that much. The, Uncle Meat and uh,
Uncle
Susan,
Remus.
maybe I don't know. Some of
That's a little newer.
the older stuff. I mean, he was putting records out. I mean, he was putting on his own label.
It's
So
definitely not commercial stuff. I mean, but I like the complex orchestrations and bizarre melody line that suddenly shifts. You know, it's just crazy stuff. Not
hmm.
necessarily stuff you can hum to, but
Right, right.
um,
So and there was another band called the Fugs. I think they're from the East Coast, and they were trying some of this stuff too. I mean, I remember seeing very early on Frank Zappa on a Steve Allen show playing a bicycle. He had a bow and was like rubbing up. It didn't sound like anything, but he was trying to be avant-garde, different, catch your attention. Wasn't necessarily. Um,
it's more like performance art.
yeah,
Um,
yeah, there you go. It was more like performance art. And
you should just get the bicycle spinning fast. Okay, different mustache.
on the back here it says coming soon, Uncle Meat, the mother's movie. Um,
Boy, some of them look like pig faces.
and
Um,
he has some stuff written in German on the back here. I'm not sure why he did
probably
that. Maybe make it
probably
look like a foreign, make it look like a foreign record or something.
yeah. Does it
But
say Auto Bekleckte nicht das Sofa?
nine. No, but brown shoes don't make it. Mother people, Duke of Prunes, call any vegetable, the idiot bastard son. It can't happen here. You're probably wondering why I'm here. Who are the brain police? Plastic people, which that's kind of interesting. Plastic people, because I remember David Byrne of the Talking Heads had a reference to plastic people or slippery people. That's slippery people. Sorry, never mind.
Maybe slippery fish, slippery
But
mud sharks.
maybe give
Uh,
him an idea. Hungry Freaks, Daddy America drinks and goes home. So
yeah, I've heard all these albums, but I haven't really. I mean, I don't even know if I've heard all of them, but because
Hmm.
remember Scott would pull one out once in a while, and it's like,
Hmm.
oh, okay, yeah,
Yeah, right.
no, that's a good.
It has call any vegetable on it. Eddie, are you kidding? Magdalena, dog breath.
This is just the Mothers. Does it have a title to
And
this album, or
Billy the Mountain. Those are the songs. Um, and the title of this is called uh oh, I can't read that top thing.
says
Mothers,
Mothers?
just another band from LA. Just another band from LA. So I don't know if this was I think this is I don't think this is like a greatest or anything of the Mothers. I think this was just another record by the Mothers.
So I guess
Um,
that's his office or something.
yeah, that looks like the right thing, right? I mean, he's got some artwork going on. You know, a lot of times you forget musicians aren't just musicians. A lot of times they can do artwork, they can sculpt, they can do other arts, or they're attempting to, at least, and maybe
Yeah,
it's helped
well,
spark some other
yeah,
other
that's true. Yeah,
creativity.
yeah.
Um, and here's another band that's kind of related, right?
Oh
This is
yeah, Captain
Captain
Beefheart.
Beefheart.
Yeah,
And he was in his band, right? At one point, Captain Beefheart.
yeah, wasn't he?
I think so.
I mean,
You're my
yeah.
expert. I thought you would
Well,
know.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, okay.
Isn't he? He's not on that one.
Well, on this one, he's definitely. Oh, Frank, is Frank on this? I don't see him listed.
They got George
Um,
Duke.
no, this has got Don Van Fleet, Jeff Morse Tepper, Bruce LeBorn Fowler, Eric Drew Feldman, Richard Reedus, might be Uncle Reedus, Robert Arthur Williams, Art Tripp. Um,
It was like a
so
bunch of studio musicians. Yeah,
yeah,
the
well,
Magic Band.
yeah, this is Captain Beefheart, and some of these, are really cool. Some aren't as interesting to me, um, but that's
Wow.
it just depends, and that's the way it is with a lot of the Mothers and Associates. Is something can be fantastic, and something else will be kind of leave you kind of like, no, not really.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah, that's true. You got to be in the
Deb-
mood sometimes.
yeah, Deborah Cadabra, Carolina Hardcore Ecstasy, Sam with the showing scalp flat top.
I
A
don't,
lot of this
I
was,
don't.
kind of picked on us, junior high guys or high school guys that
Yeah,
just were looking for something, Muffin Man. Oh, what's that about? Um,
I don't remember this album. Does it have a title or?
Zappa Beefheart Mothers,
Oh, okay,
Bongo Fury, live in concert at Armadillo World Headquarters, Austin, Texas, 1975. So,
okay.
that's the end of episode one of
Oh,
Mothers Frank Zappa. As
okay. We didn't even get into the modern Zappa, or not
not
modern,
really.
but
No,
the
I
the
got
late.
another. We got more to dig into here, Alfonso. Don't worry. We'll
Okay,
get into
okay.
it.
So you made it about to 1972 or so, I guess.
Hmm.
Okay,
And
that's
so,
fine.
okay, I'm
That's
glad you're okay
that's
with it.
that's that's my least knowledgeable realm of Zappa is that era you just
Oh,
went
things we
over.
have to look forward to. Oh, this is
Yeah,
great.
well,
All right.
yeah,
So, Champ out
yeah,
and
Champ out. Okay, Alfonso gone.
all right.